Hello everybody, welcome to Video Games Awesome Live. This is The Order 1886.
Yes, it is.
I remember all the way back in E3 2013, I think, 2 years ago, this was debuted and was what we were looking at as, this is the next generation of gaming. Do you remember the graphics? When we couldn't believe that it was one of those first trailers where we were like, is this CG or not?
Seriously? I don't remember that. I'm sure it happened.
It was one of our first times where we were all debating it and we couldn't figure it out. It's by Ready at Dawn. They are former Naughty Dog employees and they formed a company and then they worked on God of War PSP games for a long time.
Yeah.
And they ported Okami over to the Wii. Little stuff like that. This is their first like true full-blown AAA. As a company, so it should be interesting to see what they're offering. All right, so, and you know, besides the graphics, this Turbo Buddy, just the atmosphere, like that this offers had us so intrigued with those high-tech weapons because they're in a horse carriage, and all of a sudden they got out and they had electrical weapons and stuff.
Yeah, I remember being jacked.
We found out later that it might have something to do with Tesla.
Yeah.
This is by Double Finger. I almost used Novastar's Girl Turbo Buddy that he did. I'll retweet those after the show so you can go check those out. My pixel artists do great work, and it's always tough deciding between them all. All right, so here we go. New game.
Did you want to like show the box or something?
I don't know.
Oh.
It has an embossed thingy.
You just asked for it before the show.
I wanted to look at it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Saving. That took too long. Here we go. Back to 1886. Top of the charts was some old song. Oh, those are tiny subtitles.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's being... I like that transition from the title into the...
Makes me feel bad for holding on the title screen for so long now.
I'm also happy that we have subtitles because I wouldn't have known what the fuck was going on there.
Yeah. Wake up, friend.
Is it?
Giving up the ghost now, didn't we? Let's see another rant.
Yes, please, sir. May I have another drink? I was kind of hoping that this was us doing it, like the characters we play doing this to somebody.
Oh shit!
I want them to be like, you know, rough. These main characters. But I think this is the mustache guy.
Oh, that's Rory.
Aren't they all mustache guys back then? Not him.
Yeah, what the hell?
He's an aircat. Probably.
Come on, get up. Up you get. Get up.
Are we evil, man? I wish. I hope. I mean, spoilers?
Come on, you. Pick it up.
You shouldn't have waterlogged me before you took me to the cell.
You're the worst prisoner.
I hate it when he gets that smile on his face.
Sweet dreams, mate.
Aw, thank you.
Thank you, sir. My mama used to give me curds and whey before I went to sleep.
Curds!
And pudding, plum pie, stew, pudding.
Time for your morning bath, my lord.
Me lord. So we're to gather that we've fallen from grace, like we're somebody important.
We're him.
Daniel Day-Lewis?
He has a sweet staff, man. Like, I don't know who's doing the shaving around here.
At this rate, I don't think he's gonna last much longer.
Once a night? Is that supposed to be like the name of this chapter?
Oh, maybe.
Come on now.
November
Few
20,
more steps.
1886.
Has time been passing if we're paying attention to the date? Or no? It's,
We haven't seen the date.
Not so hard, was it? Here we go again.
are we like, is this, are they like trying for information? I don't remember them asking any questions.
No.
All I remember is a bunch of not so tough for now,
These
eh?
things take time. Put him back here.
They said that they were just going to give us a bath.
This seems really strenuous on that guy's arm. I would automate the process.
Yeah.
I can do this
Probably
all
like
day,
this.
mate. Come on, give up your collaborator. It's that tasty bird, isn't it? Maybe I can give her a go, eh?
Is that an optional prompt?
I don't know. Well, I guess so, because...
We're about to find out.
I'm quite enjoying this, are you?
Sorry, piano slave. Scared of drowning. Doesn't like this part.
Boy. Here, you don't. You've had enough when I say you've had enough.
I'll wait for him then.
Oh. You enjoying your coffee? As our character drowns.
Stubborn bastard. Put him in again.
Did I miss another prompt?
Oh yeah, you missed 3.
Oh, darn. I think we're seeing...
I can do this all day, mate. Come on, give up your
Okay,
collaborator.
now it's repeated.
Why, you little shit.
Whoa!
Nice!
Where'd we get this?
Oh. The tables have turned. The water tables. I was gonna make a joke about the tides, but that. Wow.
You just killed a man while trying to make up jokes.
He's been holding me under like 3 or 4 times as long as that. These guys, not enough time training into Thames. Is that a British thing? The Thames. I mean, sorry. The Thames. Press and hold when this. All right.
When that happens.
How do I know the difference between a triangle and a hold triangle? What, I get it had the circle going. That didn't seem necessary. Oh, I don't know if this is like Heavy Rain because I don't think you can fail these things. These are those quick time prompts that just make sure you're paying attention. Like, hey, stop looking up stuff on your iPhone. Pay attention to this game.
Video game.
We've worked on it real hard. Okay, so graphically, am I leaving footprints first?
No.
Hey, I stepped right in that blood and I'm not leaving. Come on. Is pretty so far.
Yeah.
There's not much to look at in here. Let's
Is
get
that
out
an
of
electrical chair?
here. Well, fuck. I think
Yeah,
you
it is.
and a pooping chair.
Well,
Apparently. Or is that
They
for
don't
hooking
wanna
your balls
clean
up to
it.
stuff?
oh yes, probably that. And because you probably poo yourself when you get electrocuted and die. You think this looks better graphically than its own commercials?
So far, it's hard to tell for me. It's quite dark, so it's hard to...
Yeah.
But I mean, I can tell you this much. I have not seen a fucking hint of aliasing. Well played, sirs. So far.
Nice.
Scurry. When pushing scurry. Forward on... Okay, I'm gonna scurry. That's the scurry button. I hope it continues to be the scurry button throughout the game. Not the run button later on.
No.
He'll just be standing around with a gun, and all of a sudden you press that button, he's like, ugh.
I like picturing it like down on all fours.
Like Gollum style.
Yeah. Are we gonna let everyone out? We should let more people out so that like
Attica.
they pay more attention to the other people.
That's sound strategy. You've been playing your Assassin's Creed games.
Oh. Nope.
Nope. Watching some movies.
Nope, just
TV shows then?
got a strategic thinker up in
Oh,
here.
okay. You haven't been reading books, or you didn't? You had to get that from somewhere. You haven't had an original thought in your fucking life.
This is number 1.
Okay.
Oh,
Got this
sweet. You have that.
My parents are dead, but I got this gun.
Batman does do it.
Yeah. Alfred, thank you for this. This is gonna be at least an hour's entertainment. Oh, good wrist action.
Actually, that looks kind of
Slow
painful.
jerk. Oh. Look for the clue. Oh, yeah.
Just my luck.
But there's a bunch of bullets. Or are those just casings? But that means somebody was firing it from this table at something? Like what? What were you?
Yo.
Oh, this is a torture area.
Yeah, it is. Is this 30 or 60 frames per minute?
Yeah, so I kind of hummed and hawed yesterday when I was playing Evolve.
Yeah.
And I think it was running at 30 frames, but when a game does it well, it feels like it's not. And I think it's all in the motion blur.
Yeah.
Good motion blur can make it so that it doesn't that's the main thing. Like 30 frames is extremely noticeable if you don't have good motion blur because you'll notice like a strobe. As you're turning like this, you'll notice like this. But if motion blur is done right, you won't notice it. In high action scenes, I might start to. But
They're saying it's 30.
yeah, I'm sure it's been confirmed. But for me, the important thing is steady. As long as it stays steady, I don't care really if it's 30. 60's nice, but I just want it to stay steady. Should I go back?
Back is progress.
Do you think that's progress?
Yeah.
Did I come from this way?
Yes.
Oh, I got turned around. I thought I'd come from. Okay. Oh my God, it's really good looking based on what we've seen so far. Oh wow, that was quite the risk he took.
Get the fuck in there! I hate escaping.
People say that. They say they can't tell the difference between frames, but when you look at 60 frames right next to 30, you would be able to tell. 60.
See, I would be one of those people that says I can't tell the difference.
But then you saw me testing 60 frames per second for this show,
yeah,
and you could tell.
It looked solid.
Yeah, you could.
I feel like I could get tripped up a lot though. Like be like, oh yeah, this is just because it looks real good.
Do they? Oh, they just heard something? Okay.
Yeah, he's breathing so loud.
Oh. Monsters?
Oh,
I didn't think the debut of the monsters would happen so early.
me neither. He's gonna smell us, human.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this game always plays with the bars.
Oh,
It should be interesting to see.
notice.
Do you remember? It was annoying in what's it called? What the hell's that game called now? We have to finish it.
Evil Within.
Evil Within. It was annoying in Evil Within because of the way the camera always seemed to be cutting off something that you needed to see.
Yeah.
Should be interesting how this plays out to see if that happens here too. Because I don't mind bars if they're not taking away from important fields of vision.
Yeah.
Hands up. All right, mate.
god, this is beautiful.
Not a word. Inside. Close them.
It's seriously the caliber of CG like 5 years ago. Like if you showed this to anyone 5 years ago,
Through, shall we?
the shadows would have given it away a bit there. I saw a little bit of derpiness on the face and on his collar. But
You're him, aren't you?
who?
Tesla?
The convict everyone's talking about.
We're the convict
There's
everyone's
only one
talking
way out of here. Walking Dead, that's what you are.
Dude, don't.
Gotta wish you never left those catacombs. Such a mouth. Fair enough. Fair enough, it's your funeral, not mine.
Move.
Stay sharp. The convicts again killed 2 of them. That's why we have our orders. Shoot on sight.
He has a gun! He has a gun!
Orders to open fire! Take
Whoa, fellas, whoa!
Oh, ouch. Could I lose that, or could I win that rather? Ha! Sucker! The old. I wasn't loaded, but I was gonna say switcheroo, but it wasn't at all. Oh, cool. I wonder how often that's gonna happen.
Oh, shit.
And now for the old hug you to you go to sleep. It's a good, strong hug.
It's gotta hurt our ribs, which I feel are broken.
What's your neck? Whatever.
Give yourself up, monsieur. My next shot will not be a warning.
I love how they shot to kill while I had a human bodyguard, or like a shield. But now, oh, he's not a guard.
Oh.
He's special. He's gonna help me? Maybe. He was bluffing. He doesn't want to hurt me.
Shit. Locked?
He's also French, that guy? A French guy.
Oh, son of a bitch. How are we gonna get the fuck out of here?
The play's over, Galahad. Surrender yourself.
Raise your hands now!
That's us.
Raise your hands.
Hands up!
Gray,
Don't do this!
Do it, guy.
I said surrender.
Jump over the
So,
edge.
Hands on your head!
You
I let go.
betrayed
I let go.
Order. No one may escape the penalty.
Still gonna
Forget, Lord Chancellor. I'm as good as dead already.
Galahad!
What's your prediction? Are we gonna go back in time now to show the events leading up, or do you think we're just gonna? Do you think the game all takes place after that moment?
I think before, because it's November 20th, 1886, and this is called the Order 1886, and that only leaves like a month of order.
Oh, okay. Okay. Hey.
Galahad, acknowledge this is
It
Yeah.
seems like they were
Percival.
buddies of ours
enjoying
too.
a stroll in the park, are we?
Nothing quite like a chilly London morning to stimulate the senses.
Not to interrupt your little constitutional, but we have confirmation of multiple marks at Grosvenor Square.
What are our directives?
Rendezvous at the United India House with Igraine and Lafayette and contain the threat. Do you have it in sight?
Identify the United India House. Okay, so this is our first real look at some. My goodness. Let me see this guy's face. Oh, I can't pan around that far. Subtle bloom effect and lens flare. Oh, no, that's mainly bloom on his face. The glint on the gun. Oh, it's real subtle bump mapping. Just not a single bit of goddamn aliasing to be found, and I fucking love it. Even on the lines out there, on the power lines,
yeah.
that's where you would see it. Oh, I can.
Whenever you move.
You gotta be like analyzing with a fine
Yeah.
tooth if you're gonna notice anything. Oh. I keep thinking I might see some, but then I move it and it seems like I don't. Anyways, pretty. All right, so what's the United India House? Blimps, Zeppelins, all over the place. Those are the same goddamn birds I just saw. I don't think the developer thought it would take this long to find the United India House. Hold L2. I wasn't looking at... Becky, I'm HUD blind.
I'm sorry.
Right in front of me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Shit.
Yes. SXM2 Falchion.
Good. The falchion's secondary ordnance should help.
Falchion is a name for a sword, which is pretty cool.
That's really neat.
Like, reminds me of get my Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet, get my broadsword.
We may be pursuing
yeah.
Bedlamites, but they remain civilians. Use non-lethal force whenever possible.
Bedlamite.
Understood. Are you joining us?
I have a small matter
Anarchists?
to attend to. I'll find you afterwards.
En route now. Got it out.
So it's interesting that they did such a goddamn good job with aliasing, but I am noticing occasional... Oh god, beautiful hair. I mean, beautiful hair. Occasional shadow, actually yeah, I can tell from right here, his shadow on the wall isn't as perfect as some games I've seen lately. It's still pretty good, but
It's
we'll
pretty
see.
fucking good.
Anyways, you know what's helping also with the aliasing disappearing?
What?
Is the subtle film grain that they've
Yes.
applied. And you guys aren't going to be able to see this because the compression will get rid of the grain, but there's just a subtle film grain that they've added,
can
and
totally
that
see it there.
also helps not only lend to the cinematic feel that this has, but yeah, makes aliasing
I think that's
harder
what
to
I was
notice.
seeing in the wires, because you can see
Yeah, it's possible that's what
little
what we're seeing in the
flickers
wires.
almost.
So what's my objective? I wasn't paying any attention. Oh, I'm seeing a little bit of aliasing there on the window right there.
Oh, yeah.
On the edge
On
of the
the
window.
side, yeah.
But it's not the kind that I'm used to. It's not the kind that's just glaring. Oh, you're seeing it happening right there. Actually, that's happening mainly, I think, on faulty bump mapping. Whatever.
So Nikolai gave us that gun, and we have to...
So I was speaking to Tesla?
No,
Oh,
we were talking to somebody else.
his name was Nikolai, though?
No,
Oh.
Tesla gave us this
Oh,
gun.
and the other guy was saying Nikolai gave you that gun?
Yeah, Nikolai.
And I was like, yep, he gave me this gun.
Yeah.
That's it? It's hardly story progression.
No, they said there's...
Flashback to when I got the gun. Are you giving me this gun? Yes. I am Nikolai, and I'm giving you this gun.
It's Nikola Tesla.
Nikolai. Nikolai.
Okay, so right now we have to meet with... Oh,
Meet with
grain?
iGrain. If I press R3, I can do that at any time.
Okay.
Oh, I'm just like getting real distracted by the pretty. Oh, the
That's
subtle
so realistic.
on
Holy
the
crap.
on the wood.
Yeah.
That's a spec map. So some of it's matte, some of it's glossy, and those are pretty. Like those have been around for a long time, but it's just they've done it. It looks like there's almost like 3 levels of it on there.
I like the reflection of the lights on the glass, and like on that mirror. That's fucking awesome. Like,
And the grunge on the mirror.
Yeah.
Nice little subtle touches like that. It's also, I think, what's really standing out to me is the subtlety of the bump mapping. Because usually, like in games, I feel like they often like put bump mapping over the top because people will see it and be like, "Ooh, look at the bumps."
Yeah.
But this is like, oh, yeah, I love it. Just like the
Oh,
little
the warped
ripples in the
wallpaper?
wallpaper and stuff. Yeah, it's so subtle, but such a great effect. Ha!
Look up, look up.
It's totally just it's living up to the this looks like CG.
Yeah. I like the movement of his cape.
Morning.
Oh.
Oh. He's not allowed to talk. What's this? Mysterious disappearances in Whitechapel.
October 8th, 1886. 1 penny.
The deputy coroner has opened an inquiry in respect to the death of the woman found in Whitechapel last Tuesday instant with 4 stab wounds in her abdomen. Is this the Ripper?
Oh.
Watershed laborer. Is this the time of the Ripper? Discovered a woman in the alley behind Paula's Tavern after leaving the establishment at 11:45. Abbott stated that the deceased was lying on her side when discovered. He assumed she had fallen victim to the drink and had collapsed outside. After seeing the blood on her clothes, Abbott tried to wake her, but the woman would not stir. Abbott was unable to rouse her. He called for the doctor, who pronounced the unfortunate creature deceased shortly after. Dastardly assault. Criminal investigation says that this woman is one of the local ladybirds. So yeah, a prostitute, had been malnourishment, apparent malnourishment, blah blah blah. I'm just scanning now. Oh, Miss Peters also lived in a common lodging in Whitechapel and suffered stab wounds in the abdomen and mutilation of her throat. You know what? I'm gonna guess right now
Yes.
that creature that we just saw is what's doing this, and that the Ripper story is what the authorities are creating to keep the public from panicking.
Whoa, dude.
Initial suspicions theorize that the gentleman caller tried to rob her in the aftermath of the encounter. A refusal to pay for her services. Perhaps the man sought to leave participating violent row, which blah blah. There is no mention of a Ripper in here yet, so this must be like the beginning.
Yeah, they're saying their Ripper's 1888, and this is 1886.
Okay.
So maybe
Police situation deemed unsatisfactory. People don't like the police.
street entertainer beats lawyer with world newspaper.
Nice. That's a nice little touch.
Sucks.
All right.
Single thread machine, sewing machine. I wonder if those were just being invented then.
Well, I don't think you can go by inventions in this game, considering that this is an alternate history where somehow Britain has zeppelins and they've proliferated as a common means of transportation.
And these are our weapons.
Yeah. Nikolai Tesla, you should never have been given the ability to invent. He would have just created a doomsday.
Did you know that he was born at the strike of midnight in the middle of an electrical storm?
Really?
That's all you have to do to make a Tesla.
That sounds
baby.
made up.
That's all you have to do.
That sounds like something people make up after the fact just to make the man more mysterious.
Hey, we're vampires.
Really? No way.
We're a vampire. We're a vampire.
Oh, wow. Really? Or is it
Yep.
just too dark?
Nope.
Are we on a weird angle? And wow. I am really surprised at that.
Yeah, me too.
That is not something I expected.
Good day, sir.
Huh. Well, I guess you gotta cut corners somewhere. It's too bad. L to look over the objects, press triangle to view the reverse. Oh, this is nice.
Wow, that's cool.
They're like, look at the pretty game. Why don't you wobble the pretty things in the pretty game around a bit? Windhelm family, 20th July, 1886. Okay. Oh man. I love spec maps. They're one of the things that, what a spec map is, it's a graphics file that's added to the texture file that says, make these parts shiny, but these parts dull. and they allow extreme control. And so you got like real shiny here, and then you got dull, and then sort of glossy. So the high traffic areas they've made dull.
You know what though?
And that kind of thing is the sort of stuff that just like really adds to a game, like the feel of realism in a game.
I feel like the high traffic areas would be right in the middle. Like I feel like they did it opposite, which does not matter to me.
Did that take you out of the experience?
No.
Okay. God, this is the sort of game that they're still rendering everything outside. This is the sort of thing that if this had come out at the like debut of the PlayStation 4, it would have been just so incredible.
Yeah. Can't just nudge it?
Ooh.
Decent kicking there.
I wonder how much stuff will be destructible once I start getting to shoot my weapon. Wait, can I shoot my weapon now? No, I can't. Shit.
Uh-oh, what's in the picture? Are we going to see that repeated a whole bunch?
Alright, keep your eye open.
We're looking for a fountain.
We're dickheads to games. But I mean, I don't know, like, I grew up in a time where graphics were pretty much everything. We didn't know that gameplay mattered. To us, it was all about the bits and the bytes, and still the first thing, like everything in life, is aesthetics. It's the first thing that you notice, and it's what I'm obsessed with. Phonograph cylinder. Wax cylinders contain the record audio messages. Press option in the archive to listen to this recording. I can't listen while I walk?
Select. Play.
It befell in the days of
Shit, I have to stay in here.
befell in the days of Uther Pendragon, when he was king of all England, and so reigned, that there was a mighty duke in Cornwall that held war against him long time. And the duke was called the Duke of Tintagel. And so by means King Uther sent for this duke, charging him to bring his wife with him, for she was called a fair lady, and a passing wise, and her name was called Igraine.
I can read faster. So the Duke and his wife came to the king, and they made the great lords in the court. The king loved the lady well, and the great cheer and measure desired to have lain by her, but she was a passing good woman and would be sent to the kingdom, and then the Duke, her husband, so they suppose that wherefore the husband went into your own castle. What the fuck is this for? 1470? What is this for?
Well, we're meeting an Igraine. Igraine right now. But I don't think this is the...
We're meeting an Igraine.
Yeah, I don't think this is her. Because it's 1470.
She must be related in some way to this, or
Yeah,
what? Why would they show this to us? Maybe this is going to unveil like the...
Iman says it's just filler.
Useless filler.
It's filler. That's
oh, he's quoting.
Okay.
Where was he? Where did Impossible Man say that? And I wonder. My guess is that these archive entries would have something that like unveils the history of the Order or something. Like that's the only reason why that would have made any sense to show me. What? Is that who's?
It's the French version of The Legend of King Arthur.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm noticing frame drops in here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I would say it's dropping to 20, maybe, for moments like that. Was it this guy's?
They're recording South Park.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, can I run? I can't. I can't scurry either.
Oh.
Oi! Is that all right? Okay.
Somebody outside.
I'm on my way down to the street.
Acknowledge.
Ladies and gentlemen, we kindly request that you proceed as indicated by the officers in charge.
Why would I do this?
Mary!
Am I like... Is there a reason for this right now?
I feel like we could have just used this front door.
Far in the distance, I see a bit of aliasing on a fence.
Son of a bitch.
It's so rare that it actually stands out every so often. When there isn't aliasing everywhere, you notice it when it does happen. Huh. Maybe that's...
Oh, hey, the elevator was broken.
Oh, okay. So that was Ubisoft's strategy. Give them so much aliasing, they won't notice when there isn't aliasing. Make it so that reality seems like it needs aliasing. Fiat Ubisoft, just go to there, do a tour of their offices. There's jags added to every edge of every wall on purpose.
Funny.
The ultimate in Ubisoft immersion. Come to the studios. Don't catch yourself on the aliasing. Ah, my fucking... God damn it. Aliasing everywhere here. Barbed.
Same here. He's probably off somewhere gallivanting. Being, well, himself.
I know your concerns, but trust me, he's a good lad.
Oh, you know what? Didn't
Did
even...
you say so? In any case, I have no time to look for him. I'm assigning the last few constables to their posts.
So they're talking over this. I wasn't even thinking earlier. I'm just so used to games always somebody talking to me over a comm.
Yeah.
That I didn't even think it's 1886. So, personal radio walkie-talkie type things exist.
That's pretty sweet.
Hi, Top
Very
Hat Man. See, the shadows seem to be where it's been phoned in. It's not phoned in, it's just they had to optimize somewhere, it seems, and unfortunately the shadows suffered. It's hard to say what I'd rather. It's tough being a game developer balancing between the things.
Yeah, I feel like I wouldn't have noticed that. That's a big fucking building.
You've only got so much stuff to, like, you know, juice to squeeze out of a system, but it is just phenomenal what they've gotten out of a $400 piece of equipment. Like, I would expect to have a $1,000 graphics card on a PC to get these kind of graphics.
Yeah.
So you've spoken with them. Then how can you assure me?
But that's the power of consoles. You can optimize like crazy.
Ooh, is this a chocolate place?
Especially console exclusives. A chocolatier? Charles Dickens. How rude. Theatre Royale. A Tale of Two Cities. The Golden Thread on Monday, Tuesday, October 18th, and blah, blah, blah.
Ooh, 10 days.
A marvelous play, quote. That's the understatement of a century. I've never seen this play.
You've never seen the Luminous City?
No, The Tale of Two Cities?
That was the bill for like 3 different plays.
Oh.
But no, I haven't seen A Tale of Two Cities either. I've only read it. Bonbons.
God damn it. I gotta turn down
Deacon!
Oh, you should hear this thing when your nephew and niece start texting. Fuck. Alright. Yeah, so I'm exploring all the nooks and crannies, but there's nothing in them.
London was not this clean in 1886. Yeah.
Is London this clean now?
Good question.
I'm gonna try to stop getting distracted now and try to just immerse myself. What's this? Sausage maker. Oh. He's got the rheumatism.
Breathe slowly, sir. You need to stabilize your breathing. There, much better.
He seems to have trouble breathing.
Yes, Constable, that is clearly the case.
Perhaps he needs a glass of water.
This man does not need a drink, he has asthma.
Are you a doctor, Mom?
No, but my father is. I've seen plenty of people struggle with his condition. Constable, this man needs medical attention.
Unfortunately, Mom, all medical personnel are currently unavailable.
Why would they not tell us the reason behind the commotion?
Sure, it's nothing to worry about that.
Well, I am worried.
The police are just trying to keep everyone safe. That's the whole protocol.
Take that protocol.
There's something you could grab over there.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What your memories.
Let them hear me.
To my dearest?
Let's be patient and wait.
Yeah.
KT.
I wonder why that's relevant.
Yeah. Could you take a swig? Probably not, eh?
Like, yeah, I didn't see any.
Leather goods.
I like that conversation just kept going when,
Yeah.
like, it's kind of meant to be just walked by.
Yeah.
Galahad, see that you cordon off the entire district and do it quietly.
I like her character already.
How did you arrive here so quickly?
Skill, love.
I must admit, you do move fast for a man of your age.
None not cares to be reminded of his decrepitude by a fair damsel.
My lord, this damsel would never be so callous as to do such a thing.
Sure is he. Would you ever? Who are the marks?
Bedlamites running amok. Percival thinks it could be a rebel subterfuge. Let's hope you haven't lost your edge.
Remember who trained you?
He was the best. In his day.
Was.
You're still pretty good. But I'm better.
My protege.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Gray, come in.
Acknowledge, Percival.
Multiple escapees spotted at the east entrance of the United India Underground Station. Intercept with caution.
Understood. Come on, Gray. Let's move.
Woo! I get to play. Right. Stay tuned for gameplay. All right, we'll be back after this with The Order Awesome on Video Games Awesome Live.